The most important events that happened in the year 10 AD. The Augustan Cultural Renaissance. The Rome of 10 AD was witnessing a cultural renaissance, as the peace and stability brought by Augustus allowed for a flourishing of the arts and sciences. The emperor himself was a patron of the arts and encouraged the production of literature that glorified the state and its values. This period saw the works of writers like Ovid, who was in the midst of his exile by Augustus for reasons not entirely clear but speculated to involve the poets, Ars Amatoria, the art of love, considered scandalous. Despite his personal misfortunes, Ovid's work from this time, including his Tristia and Epistulae ex Ponto, are poignant reflections on his isolation and loss, contributing a deeply human element to the grandeur of Roman literature. The administration of the Roman Empire. Augustus' rule was marked by administrative innovation. In 10 AD, the empire was divided into provinces directly controlled by the emperor and those governed by the Senate. This division streamlined governance and curbed corruption, which often arose from the power struggles of the Republic era. The emperor's provinces were typically on the empire's frontiers, requiring a stronger military presence and a governor with the emperor's trust, often a legate accompanied by one or more legions. The senatorial provinces were generally peaceful and more internally stable, governed by proconsuls. This balance of power was key to maintaining the Pax Romana and is often highlighted as a stroke of political genius by Augustus. The technological and engineering innovations. Rome's engineering marvels were not only a showcase of its grandeur but also a means to facilitate its administrative and military might. The aqueducts, like the Aqua Alsiatina and Aqua Claudia, brought fresh water to the burgeoning city populations, a testament to the foresight and planning of Roman engineering. The construction of roads continued unabated, enabling the movement of troops, goods, and information across vast distances with unprecedented speed. The roads were so well built that their routes, and sometimes the roads themselves, persisted into modern times. The edge of empire, Roman Britain. The Roman conquest of Britain had not yet begun in 10 AD, but the stage was being set. Trade between the southern British tribes and the Roman Empire was well established, and Roman goods, including wine, olive oil, and fine pottery, were increasingly common in southern Britain. This Roman influence gradually changed the local societies and economies, laying the groundwork for the eventual invasion and integration of Britain into the Roman Empire. The Han Dynasty's power in the East. Far from Rome, in China, the Han Dynasty, under Emperor Wang Mang, was trying to implement land and currency reforms that aimed to redistribute wealth and land. His policies, however, faced stiff resistance from the nobility and led to widespread unrest. Wang Mang's reign is often characterized as a time of ambition and ideological drive to return to the perceived golden age of the Zhou dynasty. His attempts to reform the ancient system of land allocation known as the Wellfield system, and his issuance of new currencies were bold moves that ultimately contributed to his downfall and the restoration of the Eastern Han Dynasty. The Roman legal system. The legal innovations of the time had a profound impact on Western civilization's development. Roman law was being codified, and the groundwork for the legal systems used in many parts of the world today was being laid. The Lex Julia and Lex Papia Papia were laws enacted to encourage marriage and penalize celibacy, reflecting Augustus' societal vision where stable, prolific Roman families were considered the backbone of the state. These laws also sought to regulate morality and impose social order, reflecting the intersection of personal life and state interests. Religious developments in Rome. The religious landscape of Rome in 10 AD was a rich tapestry reflecting the empire's diversity. Augustus was keen on reviving traditional Roman religious practices and festivals, which he saw as integral to the state's health and his political legitimacy. The imperial cult, where the emperor was venerated as a living god, was becoming established, particularly in the provinces, where it served as a unifying force and a way to express loyalty to Rome. The Varian disaster aftermath. Although the Battle of the Teutoburg Forest occurred in 9 AD, its aftermath was felt strongly in 10 AD. The shocking defeat of 3 Roman legions by Germanic tribes under the leadership of Arminius sent ripples throughout the empire. Augustus was reportedly so shaken that he would bang his head against the walls, shouting, "Quintilius Varus, give me back my legions." The Roman response over the following years involved punitive expeditions into Germanic territories, but the dream of conquering all of Germania was abandoned, setting the Rhine as a permanent border for the empire. The stability of the Pax Romana. Despite the setback in Germania, the Pax Romana, Roman peace, remained largely intact across the empire's vast territories. This period of relative peace, prosperity, and stability allowed for cultural and economic development. The security of the Pax Romana, guaranteed by the might of Rome's legions and the sound administration of its provinces, facilitated the spread of Roman culture and language, as well as the integration of diverse peoples into the Roman socio-political structure. Life in Roman cities. Urban life in the Roman Empire was characterized by a blend of luxury and squalor. The cities were centers of administration, culture, and economic activity. The elites lived in grand domus with running water, frescoes, and mosaics, while the poor crowded into insulae, multi-story apartment buildings that were prone to fire and collapse. Public baths, forums, and theaters were hubs of daily life, reflecting the complex social hierarchies and the Romans' penchant for public life and spectacle. The world of 10 AD was one of contrasts and contradictions, with the Roman Empire imposing a veneer of unity and order over a diverse and dynamic tapestry of cultures, beliefs, and aspirations. The events and developments of this time continue to echo through history, influencing the shape of modern societies and states.
Did you know? The subscribe button is like the library's version of a chocolate chip cookie. Every time you hit it, a book on a library shelf gets an extra sprinkle of fairy dust. So, if you enjoyed this video and want to sprinkle some magic, don't forget to like and subscribe to our library channel.